Hey guys, Happy Splasher here, doing a Dark Tower run for 5/2/2021. Let's get right into it. Making sure that we have our bonuses available. At this point, we don't have enough guild coins in order to purchase the maximum amount of boosts we need. We put our base ones that we have, so we have the attack boost melee, attack boost range, and then for the specific factions, 26, 26, and 28. So roughly about 8,000 that we need for it. So we're going to have to hold off on that. Making sure that we have the right warlord and the pets. As you can see in the previous videos, I've been doing Spider and along with the Gleedy. Probably going to be sticking with Gleedy for the future anyways. I just have to mention in the beginning of the video because of the amount of gems that we've used in order to build up this particular pet. I also use the Spider Queen because it has the poison. You deal damage, it deals damage all over multiple turns, and then it also kills the wounded enemies. That's going to be helpful for when we face the larger units that we typically do face. As you can see here, we have about 16 hours left and about 6 hours until another attempt comes in. I'm probably just going to do this last one on my own if it doesn't go through. Otherwise, we'll be just doing the 2 attempts here. And so yeah, let's get right into it. I have 5 of 8 and need 6 more battles in order to get our legendary. We're starting against a ogre, which has the heal for them, also has the silence our units except the buildings, and then summons these stones. 3 random stones in the first melee column that does heal. Going to be a little bit of a pain. Our strategy against this boss is to have a long battle where we draw out the silence and the stones and then attack in order to gain victory. So as you can see here, checking out the buildings, have plus health, deal damage to them, and then a little stone, so it's a little bit of a setup here. In terms of raw stats, we're going to look first for the attack and the defense. As you see here, the defense is pretty good. It's also going to be so that when they do silence, we're not going to lose as many stats available. So as you see here, we have this unit that does the freeze. We're going to be putting it in the second column here so that it can get boosted, health boosted by our pentagram. It has a little bit of block, also gets a little bit of attack boost, and then it will freeze whatever unit attacks it. For 2 turns, we should be okay. All right, they followed up with this large melee unit that steals attack, also gets health boost. So you'll see what we here. In terms of raw stats, it'll be this unit for the. Seeing if we can deal 101 damage now. So 34 plus 60, that's 50. Deal 51. That'll be 46. Quite enough. We don't want to be using our poison too early. Seeing if we had any other play. Oh, it'll do a little bit of poison. So. Although this unit has flight, I'm pretty sure it's going to get picked off by a ranged unit next turn, and then we're actually going to be losing advantage. Let's do some our poison. Right, has block. Be able to take another turn from it. Again, we'll also be picked off for ranged unit if it does come up, but again, not so much of a big deal because then we'll be able to block the line. Right. Oh, wow. Iceberg actually got a change in ability. So whenever a melee unit is attacking our side, it freezes them. So actually able to kill this. Let's see if there's here. We have this large unit that got an attack boost whenever it killed something. It also has spikes. We have this will actually get an attack boost. So 18 times 3, that's 54. That and plays Prism. Also has good stats anyways, so I'm going to be putting that here. That. Poison. And then again, this is also has the regeneration that's sure. Has our silence, so that's good. Next turn, we're probably going to be summoning either this unit or this unit. This unit in particular because it gives miss to their units, or this unit because it has the board coverage that we're going to need. It has attack and poison enemies in line. It's going to be more important for us is board coverage because we've seen in the previous videos that if we don't have board coverage, then HB isn't going to matter so much. So what we're going to do is actually do this. We're going to trigger our poison to have these units be killed. We don't want our own unit to be poisoned, and then we're also going to use this range unit down here. It creates these rotters that will summon in the first 2 lanes, up to 4 of them, and then also deals damage. And then we're also just spreading our unit coverage so that we can both deal damage over more turns and then also cover the lines in case they do have more threats. Summon a unit that steals attack from us, also has a totem that comes out when it dies. We're going to leave that for now, and we're going to here, so this unit will die in 2 turns. We're going to summon this unit here. And the reason why is because these rotters that come out, they only come on these first 2 columns, so we want to do some kind of unit manipulation to increase the chances that it does get blocked. That way this unit won't die if another range. Okay, as you can see here, they summon the stones with the heal, but as long as we can control the rest of their units, should be fine. Probably going to be going with either this unit or this unit. This unit has disruption against their field in terms of slowing down the amount of attackers that they can have. We also have this unit that deals a lot of damage just from the stats, and then also deals damage at the end of the turn with effect damage. As you can see here, I want to kill just yet. Let's see, damage going here, and then we'll have the attack boost. We're going to go for disruption. So we will summon this unit behind here. There's a little bit of an attack boost to our nature units. And then also whenever they summon a unit, it's going to have attack of 1 for a turn. We're going to bank on these rotters dealing enough splash damage when they die so that other units are going to be triggered for our destruction ability. Next turn, if all of their units are marked for destruction, we can use, well, we'll kill all of them, and then we'll follow up with this ranged unit. Otherwise, we'll summon this unit here. Okay, not bad, not bad. So a majority of their units are targeted, so good. Has the totem coming into play. Has spikes, and then there's our board coverage. And do I want to kill this unit? We'll summon this unit. This unit has the ability to transform one of their units into a box. 50% chance we can get this transformed so that we don't take damage, or we can get this transformed and actually not waste a point of damage. Okay, so we instead take damage, fine, and have all their lines cleared, and then the rotters here to protect our units. This turn, I'm going to summon this ranged unit behind here. Also has a little bit of disruption for summoning crossroads. Now our strategy has changed. They have this building that deals damage to us whenever one of their units dies, so we're either now going to race to the end to deal damage, or we're going to make sure that we can pick off their units. So it has Mental Shield. It gets Mental Shield whenever one of our units dies. I also give Mental Shield to one of their random units. Let's see. Couple of plays. In terms of that, this one will actually be better. One can actually disrupt. Let's we'll go for disrupt. So excuse me, will attack from there. Okay. Making sure that we can kill this unit. Depending upon what comes out next, we'll either summon this unit in order to silence their building and then possibly another unit. We can summon this unit, which will deal damage at the beginning of the turn. All right. That. We can't do the silence anymore because this entire row is filled up. So what we will do is have lethal here. We will summon this unit. At the beginning of the turn, it deals damage to their units. It'll also heal units around them whenever it attacks. And then whenever it's summoned, it gets these units an ability where when they die, they will deal damage. Fine. It's getting pretty close. As long as they don't summon something like a Ghosta or Board Wipe, we should be following with this ranged unit here to deal damage. This unit, whenever we attack, will take damage. So need to time this out. Do the math of 63. So 63 over 500. Actually, just move the calculator off on the side. 498, 63. I have 7 attacks to get to it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. That actually will kill us. It's so unfortunate. See, can we get any type of attack boost or anything like that? Around, seeing our boosts in here. Okay, boost. Not gonna matter. Ugh. Let's go for damage. See what we do. 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, 7. Yeah. Oh, we should have just not attacked. Would have been fine. Ugh, so bad. Okay, yeah. I hate units like that. That was pretty... All right, got one more going. Seeing what we can do here. That was one of those weird situations where you would actually avoid summoning a unit in order to win. I don't know what other unit they could have summoned in order to deal more damage to us, but yeah, who knows. Maybe picking the Aphrodite would have been a better. So we'll start by looking at the unit here. Has flight, deals damage to our units. Also summon silences male units. Same thing as before. Summoning this unit deals damage, and then gets an attack boost, and then kills that. Next turn, going to be following up with this unit in terms of the raw stats. Otherwise, we'll have to summon this unit or use one of their units or deal damage using this unit. Okay. Top. We'll kill their puppet to get a little bit of our health back. And then this unit, when it dies, it gives evasion, but again, it won't matter so much because they still have the ability to silence off. Okay. We have this unit that gives miss to 2 random chaos units on our side of the field at the end of the turn, so that's unfortunate. Need to here. Stats, this will be better. Block the... And then also force a silence because whenever this unit dies, it will deal damage to a wounded unit. We can force the... 1, 4. Actually, 54 won't be enough. Start with calculator. Summoning on this attack rune. Attacking, killing that. All right. couple of good choices depending upon what happens next. We can either summon this unit here to transform this unit. We can summon this unit, which has flight, to deal flash damage around. We can also summon this unit in order for a double attack. I don't lose this unit quite yet, although it is going to be vulnerable to silence. So go for that damage. Yeah, if this unit's attack were large enough, we would actually be able to get this through. Let's see here. Their damage is also off by 1, so it won't be enough to. Well, we'll go for the transform. So we'll actually end up losing our unit here because of the transform, but we will kill this unit and then also block one of their slots for unit placement. Okay. Force the silence. So as you can see, the boosted stats actually went down. Probably summon the unit here, depending upon which one. Probably be a melee unit. Okay. Fine. We will follow up with our own units. Summoning. In terms of stats, this is slightly better in terms of defense, but I want to be summoned here. As Pierce, and then also deals a little bit of damage to their range units. Forced out these stones. For disruption, probably going to be summoning out this unit, although I don't like that it will deal damage to our order units. This unit, whenever we attack, our units will get poisoned, and then it will also heal Warlord at the end. I'm not going to mark those off. Right. Now, this is going to disrupt a lot of my units, so I need to mark it. We're going to be summoning this unit. At the end of the turn, turns to a building that gives one of our units mental shield, and then as you can see, it will turn back into that charm before. Planning for turn. You are full ability. Is marked for death. B for poison, so we'll die in 2 turns. Going to. I like this one. This one's all right. So we don't need the extra attack wound right now. We just need to make sure that we can defend our units. We're going to be summoning this unit in terms of stats. All right, as you can see, big health boost. And then at the end of the turn, it heals up some of our units. So we're actually evading the poison just by a little bit. Also defending our Charon here so that we can get some more mental shield. Okay. They summon this unit that has the silence. Also summons a little building in front of them. So we need to switch here. Fighting for this bottom. Well, we're going to be focusing more on the damage. So we'll summon this. It's a little bit of a block boost. And then whenever it attacks, it deals damage to ranged units. So over there, good stats. Follow up with either this unit here, which will actually shrink their range unit's health to 5, or we can summon this unit if there's a melee unit that is a threat. Okay, we followed up here, which has large health boost and then large attack boost whenever it attacks. So this has now become the bigger threat on the board, and we need to neutralize this. We can do that. for we're going to be summoning this unit here. Attack, deal damage, deals damage, block damage, has the white, and then also deals the damage around the target. Dealing damage over here. Our next turn, I'm going to summon one of these two range units to get more damage going. As you can see, it's being blocked and missed, so that's good. Our Charn is now dead. That is okay. I'm just going for damage now. Here, this unit has Metal Shield. Quite enough. So we'll summon these units here. Some more damage. Hopefully we can actually win in the next 2 turns. We can summon on here, but we still need to control their units. Well, 7. So still need about 200 or 290-ish damage. But we still need to control their units just a little bit more. In their units, double attack. That's okay, pretty good HP lead, full buffer. So we can clear this out. We should be all set. Following with this either this range unit or this flight unit. Okay. It'll be here, 32, get the splash. Follow up with this range. Got a little bit of attack boost for our ranged units because there was a frozen unit on the field. And then whenever this dies, it leaves units in line. We're not going to so much guard this line anymore. We're going to be fighting for the bottom so that if there are units that do disrupt our board, we can target them for damage. All right, we froze 2 of our. Have enough damage for so. Yes, we do. No, we don't. I'm sorry. We could do that. It's such a bizarre thing. Let's see if I can actually. Well, we'll do this in such a way where we'll actually do the in-game boost. We'll give it a little bit of an attack boost, and then we'll summon. Please summon. Okay, so as you can see, we've increased the damage dealt. They have to beat us in this turn, otherwise we're going to sudden death them. They could heal, could do some kind of board wipe. This unit has the ability to freeze a unit that's summoned in the line, so we don't have to worry so much about that. All right, and we are all set. As the miss, but that's fine. Not wanting to trigger off any kind of battle effects. That's good. Okay. And as you can see here, the rewards for the Dark Tower start to increase. So we'll have a legendary chest for us if we can actually beat them. We dealt with this boss before, more HP. Then silence, stones, and the heal. Start by checking out their buildings. Metal shield, which is a problem. Health to loss. In terms of raw stats, this will be the unit to Sundial. Also has the ability to get block for itself, and then give block to us. And then it deals damage whenever it gets attacked. A pretty good way to start off. I'm going to follow up with this range unit because of the stats, or one of these 2 range units, depending on their ability. Right, they targeted us. That we will counter right now because we can only summon the ranged units. If we do summon the ranged unit here, we will actually take damage because this unit deals damage to everybody, and then also get healed for that. It's so unfortunate that we have to give it. Need to get rid of this building to heal. I don't like using poison so early, but I have to get rid of this somehow. I'm gonna follow up with other ability. Give me something that's here. See massive damage, and the poison. There's going to be damage dealt to this next unit that comes up. All right, good. Won't be able to kill this thing outright. We're going to be fighting for board, really. And so we're going to actually kill those two. We're both triggered by the wounded. Now we're going to follow up with just raw stats with something. Probably actually just should have summoned this unit here again because we have to have a block just in case something bad happens. So we've forced the silence, so now we're just relying on our units alone. Okay. Whenever the order enemy dies, attack. We're still fighting for board. Let's see. We'd like to keep this unit alive. We'll need to just kind of spread out the damage. Putting this behind this large melee unit. Whenever one of their units, whenever we attack them successfully, we'll freeze one of their units. Don't have to worry so much about that. You'll start stealing attack, and then so now our entire line is vulnerable because when this unit dies, we'll do that. Range unit, but we don't even have a ranged unit. If we had a ranged unit in this line, we'd have been fine. Okay. Stats. Probably unit in terms of defense. What else we can. Oh, we get to freeze one of their units, but it's not going to matter because die. Okay. Next turn, I'm going to follow up with either this unit or this unit. This unit because it'll deal damage to them over time, or this unit in order to fight back for board control with the summons. See what they do. Right. We're going to use our summon. They have Pierce. Not good for us. Behind this melee unit. Okay. It was unfortunate that both these puppets came up in these top lines, so there's a better chance that they're going to come down here. Next turn, I'm going to be summoning this unit because of the ranged, and also for the fact that it summons 2 more units that will end up giving it mental. Okay. Silence. We want to actually not kill this unit yet because this unit will then start popping off. So a little bit of summon this unit up top. To the phones. Still fighting for the board. And then you can see mental turn. Next turn, I'm going to follow up with this unit. What this unit will do, it will deal damage to all of their units in a certain space, depending on how many units we have when it's first summoned. Go from there. All right. 1, 2. 11 times 5, 6, 7, 8, 11. Won't be enough to kill that. And then we're actually jammed up with our ranged units, because then if we actually had one more spot, then we could summon for free. But how it worked out. We will summon here. See if we can get the. Okay. Right, so good. There. Okay, and then we're gonna follow up with. Ooh, we got a lot of decent choices now. We'll see how it goes. Most likely, it will be a mix between one of these two units in terms of dealing damage to their units. All right. Reflect. Okay. Okay. So we're gonna summon this unit. This unit has the ability to deal damage whenever one of our units, whenever we summon a unit. So we'll actually get 2 units off of the this ranged unit here, and then deal some damage. I'm gonna put it in the second row here so that it can get guarded in case melee comes out, dealing damage, build their units, and then also triggers off our Glee to get health boost. So looking pretty good right now. Have these extra summons that can deal damage. And then I learned from the previous battle that we can do a little bit of boost, so actually improve the ability, resulting in more damage to them. Instead, they went summon with a board wipe, random damage, actually pulled out most of our stuff. That was unfortunate. Okay. Well, we can reset. We've done this. We will. In terms of lost step. We're fighting for board right now. As you can see, whenever we summon a melee unit or somebody else summons a melee unit, we'll get an attack boost. Just fighting off their attacks again. Next turn, we want to defend this line somehow, so we'll be summoning this flight unit in front of this, unless it dies. And it did not die, but still dealt a lot of damage. That'd be too random. We'll summon this flight unit in order to block that unit and get a little bit of a attack boost for them. Okay. Still pretty good with the HP right now. We're just looking to control the board if we can. Next turn, have a couple of plays. We can either summon this unit, start giving them bleed. We can also summon this unit too. It gets an attack boost for every wounded unit on the field, and then whenever it attacks, you'll see the attack. Also does a little bit of cascading damage, so whenever it kills something, it will deal random damage around. So let's just do our calculations for each wounded hero. So it's not enough to kill that. We'll die from combat. Summon this here and ended. So this unit is probably going to die next turn because they can't allow for more of our to give it an attack boost. And then this unit is actually the one that's keeping us alive in terms of creating the extra summons and then also having the reflect and the silence. Sorry, removing the negative effects from us. This unit also gives spikes whenever one of our units attacks, so that'll be a little bit more damage coming in. And then we'll also get a little bit of a heal whenever spikes does occur, but instead, we went for transform and one of our kill, I guess, all of our large units. Let's see. We have to do it. Probably a lot of good ones. So they're going to be dealing damage to our units every turn, every build. So something that's big enough. So it actually won't be enough. I thought with our health boost it would be the case, but unit for damage just to also shorten the amount of turns that we need to kill this, and then has the tree that was summoned at the end. A little bit of protection, not a lot. Plus, have to deal with damage. It's large melee. It's a problem. Well, we're going to be summoning this unit. Stone. Whenever it attacks, it deals 50% of its damage to three random range units on their side of the field. They're also on this pentagram, which is giving them health. It's not good for us. Next turn, we're going to summon this unit, see if we can get the transform to this unit. Otherwise, we will trouble. Instead, they now have this board wipes, so that is it for our units. We are pretty much dead. We had such a good board going until they had that board wipe that randomly wiped out our entire field. Disgusting. All right. Well, guys didn't come here to see me lose. Disappointing, but we are going to be spending in order to get these chests. We do have excess gems, so that is fine, but we do want to save enough in order to get our event. Let's see, about 5,500. We can go 5 times. Let's go for number 1. As you can see, you can spend 50 gems in order to get an extra attempt in Dark Tower. We will do so, and then we'll go. So this is attempt number 1. Give me some Shrek here. All right, got a good opponent. No pets, so that's great for us. Also just deals damage, and then has the 2 melee summons in the beginning. They also have block, and then also boost. We'll start by a couple of plays here. For stats, this would be better. I'm going to be summoning this unit just because of, yeah, we'll still do this. We'll summon this unit. Whenever it attacks, it summons a plant, and then this type of plant will summon another plant. They do get health boosts off of our pets, so they'll actually avoid some of the damage from this particular skill, which I was factoring in. And then also a little bit of swarm ability. As you can see, we summon that same unit from last time that wiped out some of our units. Whenever a unit dies on their side of the field, we'll also get back. We're just going to go for straight damage. Also force to manipulate. There's more of a chance that another summon is going to happen on this side. So going to go for face damage rather than attack these. This unit is getting an attack boost every time one of our plants gets summoned because they're melee units. We summon this unit for damage, but also whenever one of our units dies, it will heal another unit to full health. So if they do decide to wipe out our board, some of these units will still. As you can see, the heal happened over there. Going for base damage again. Of abilities, we have this that is miss at the end of the turn. and not too concerned about the extra attack. Still doing pretty good here. So if they do go for a board wipe now, it will roll these 3 units. These units are now damaged. That's fine. We can do a board wipe later. Eventually have like a block. This unit, whenever it gets attacked, it will damage to cells. Also get die damage. Summon. Yeah, we'll summon that. But we're going to be summoning this unit. It creates a mental shield to all units that are around it. Some damage. Fine, stealing some attack. Next turn, we'll probably go for board wipe followed by game. This unit is going to give an attack boost to all of our units, just because it has the building bonus. Oh, I'm sorry. Deals the damage. Okay, this unit is going to give an attack, sorry, a health boost to order. Do the poison. A little bit of health back. The unit is targeted by poison, also the damage, the other poison damage. Next turn, we're going to be summoning either this unit for the attack boost to us. Also has the disruption ability. We could summon this unit, has the evade. Not too concerned about this particular unit, so that's fine. We'll be summoning this unit here. This bush has enough health, so that'll be fine. Also splitting the amount of damage that we can with the turns. And again, it has the evasion, so it can prevent damage coming here. The ranged units. Next turn, not a lot of good choices. Probably go here for stats, otherwise we'll go here for attack. Okay. Have this unit, which transforms one of our melee units that attacks into a smaller creature. It's fine. It's here. Here. Just going for damage right now. Normally we don't go for damage this aggressively, but because they don't have a pet and we have full health, it's okay for us to start taking these swings. Also, most of their units have not been doing much to us. Summon this here. Saw a little bit of the attack steal, but that's fine. We have too many units. All right, so we got the victory for that. Monaco. Monaco's always good. Okay, I know that for sure that we're going to be losing this battle. I've faced this guy before in League, and the stats are just crazy. So, but anyways, they have a couple of abilities. Whenever one of our units attacks, they will take damage. They have this melee unit that has splash and large stats, and then also plus attack. Not really too much. We'll actually do summon here. Has a little bit of poison to our units, and then whenever poison triggers on their side, this will get a health boost. And then whenever poison does trigger again, even more poison damage. Follow up with this unit to possibly deal damage. This unit will take damage. There's 50% chance that this unit might have pretty good damage. Otherwise, if this unit dies too, it's not. Actually poison. Doing some damage. Sounds good. All the poison damage actually will. That. Don't want to kill this unit yet because we actually do want to target another unit for poison. But since there's nothing around it, it's not going to matter. I summon this unit which has the, the mental shield and then also a little boost. We have our own 2. Here. This is marked for poison, so that'll die. Okay. Summoned there. You can see we'll have the. It doesn't have splash, but it deals damage around itself at the end. We'll have to contend with this unit. So I have to contend with this unit too. Still not enough. This unit won't actually have an attack. Attack boost using our own boost. No. That'll die from attack. Alright, well, we will summon this unit. In order for it to get an attack boost, I don't know how many boosts I would actually need in order to get attack boost. Oh, okay. Oh no, I didn't summon the okay, now we're dead. This is what happens when you don't know for sure if I'll do that. So that's fine. We're dead here. Don't need to take too much time looking at those units. So that was the one. Number 2. Okay. They have these block units there, block runes that are going to come out. They also have these range units that have splash, and then also setting our units down to health. Summoned with has mental shield, has pierce, and then we'll also get an attack boost for. Do the same to them actually. Yeah, we could do this. We'll actually do it. We need to fight for this. So as you can see, it gets mental shield at the end. It gets mental shield whenever it gets attacked. And we do have this building that does deal damage at the end, so we'll remove their mental shield. Our mental shield will still be up unless we get silenced or poisoned or another form of damage. Okay, and the other form of damage just happened. The splash happened over there on the side. Skeleton are you dying? Don't have enough in order to deal damage to this. Really, really gross. This is what happens when you're off by one stat. It'll actually make the battle that much harder. So we'll mark these units for poison. Unit also has block, which is unfortunate. Stats. I don't really like it, but we're going to be summoning this unit. We'll summon this unit just because it has a mental shield. Probably going to have to kill these units. Of course, they have double attack. And those. Stats. A little bit of a health attack. We have to contend with the two rocker boys that are going to come up. I'll be going to counter with this unit because of the melee. We are pretty much just because of the amount of splashing. Marked down for number 3. As you can see, the rocker boys with the splash. Out. Unit first. Next. Then having another attacker here will be good. Well, it's a mark for number 3. Okay, we got a little bit of back there. We have one of the fables that if you spend enough, you'll get some rewards. Let's unlock that. Rewards over here. This is attempt number 3. Couple of options here. Dealing with this warlord that has the silence and the stones. In terms of stats, this will be better, but have these pentagrams that will give us health for our units. Seeing how this is going to be a longer battle, we will behind. Pentagrams also deals a little bit of damage to them based upon which unit is targeted for damage. This turn we have this unit with the flight, also has a good health. We can summon this unit in order to freeze some of their on. So let's see there. Going. This creates the archers at the behind them, and also there's more archers behind them. Oh, I didn't see that they're actually much smaller. Usually they're all the same. Damage or pentagrams coming in. I actually use this poison in order to get rid of poison. And instead, not really too concerned about it. I want to deal lethal damage to. And we also summon it on top of the pentagram, so we'll get a health boost from. Good. Fine. I summon this unit again, or summon this unit. These stats in the fleet. Enough to kill. We will summon it, and we'll give an attack boost. Want to get some disruption going in. This turn, so this unit's gonna die. It's a heal for 5 and 1661, so we'll have enough for that. That's this unit's gonna die, and then we'll have to. Fine. So we'll start dealing damage for every unit's on our side. 3 units. And this unit will die in 2 turns. This unit will also die in 1 turn because of poison marking. From there. Next turn, going to be summoning this ranged unit to deal some more damage. We can also summon this unit as well. I want to kill this unit somehow because they're going to be creating mental shield for their other units. That's you are summoned here. So this unit's going to die from poison. Die from attack. Summon this here. It's melee also will get attack. We will put it. We'll put it down. Okay, and you can see the poison damage killed that. Stones. Pretty close battle here, actually. I'm very concerned that they'll have just have another board. I'm going to be summoning this unit here. Has the double attack. Also deals the damage over to their spots over there. We want to also protect this unit so that it won't get killed. We still want the poison to come on play. Another before attack gets. Okay. So they have this unit that deals damage with attacks. Summoning silence. Flying. damage. See there, there. We actually have enough for lethal. So good. This unit will also deal damage at the beginning of the turn, depending on how many units we have on our side, and then it will give a health boost every female that we have. This unit is going to be killing we'll die from here. Damage going on. Poison, and then gives this health boost at the end with the pentagram. It gives our other units health boost for every side. So now we have well, we'll summon this unit to give this protection. Okay. Whenever one of their units dies, pentagram will be on their side, and then we'll get a little bit of splash going. Next turn, we're going to be summoning this unit. Has the ability to give us mental shield. It will start dealing damage to our random units. Again, life points are pretty close. So we have just overwhelmed the board. Got the victory. Okay. Armadillo. Down the wall. Somebody's much going to kill us there. All right. Have this. Has the immunity, also has the mental shield. So it's actually going to dodge the silence that's going to occur. Also gives us a little bit of a health boost on our units whenever one of their enemies attack. It's going to have to go for a long. Right. Unit has the ability to deal damage to us. Attacks, and whenever one of our units deals damage to them, damage to one of our units. Do that. One of their units miss. Poison. We triggered their silence. Good. So many floaters involved. That. Summoning this unit has the evasion. So it gives toxins, so it'll slow down their attacks. You still need to fight for board. And of course, that's fine. Pretty uphill battle from the start. They had more HP than us, a lot stronger units, a lot stronger setups. That was number 3, being number 4. And more HP than us, so again, we're facing an uphill battle. Here, they're going to have their pirates. They're going to have their sharks. They're going to have their pentagrams. We're going to be summoning this unit. So this unit has immunity. Also, will freeze their range hits for a turn whenever it gets attacked. We'll have a little bit of disruption going on there. To have to set up a lot because they also have the Gleedy, which is going to be giving heal. On this ranged unit, deal some damage over there. Attack that building. You could summon this unit turn. Good stats, but not really. I want to wait for this poison for when the sharks come out. Those are units that we're gonna have to summon. Next turn, we're going to be summoning this unit. It has the ability to deal extra damage around itself. We can also summon this unit too. Need to clear these multiples. So we'll actually change in here. So we summon this unit, which whenever it attacks, it freezes units in the line for a turn. So I'll freeze that. Got the sharks. Good. Mark them for poison. They'll be dead in 2 turns. Some sort of comeback. Even better that we save the poison because now we can mark this. This unit is creating extra summons whenever it attacks. Clock is actually very short. These sharks also have counterattack, so that's not good. Also has the healing, so all these units are now unaffected. Very, very gross. From the building that is dealing damage to our units at the end of the turn. MC just got the overlord. Oh, we don't have any other. All right. Okay, well, we have one last attempt that we're gonna try and get this done. As you can see, the ramping up of difficulty is much higher now, which is why poison and the spider is the warlord I've used. Last attempt. Like I said, if I can't get this done now, I'll get it done on my own. Okay, much easier in terms of the HP. We have the stone silence again for the ogre. We got the buildings. This gives pierce, spikes, healing, attack. That unit they just summoned has the Tesla X, which will deal damage whenever unit unit dies on the field. Also gives an attack boost. Also deals damage to nature units. It's not great. 3 of our units right here are going to take extra damage. So it's the worst of the stats. It has the most of the damage stats. Very awkward spot. Or we can actually target this. We'll actually target the Tesla, especially since it's going to be well defended if another unit comes out and play. Also marked for damage, so we can actually get it later. Next turn, I'm probably going to be summoning this building, even though these are non-attacking. This building is a non-attacking unit. It will deal damage over at the end. And so from the get-go, already bad choices that we had left with. give them poison damage, and summon the. I want to get rid of that Tesla X as soon as possible, and then also put these bits on the clock. We can start aiming our damage towards the other units. Okay, we have this unit that does extra summon for them. It's a little bit of a health boost when poison goes off. Four, 60. This unit is actually in the back of the deck. 60. Health, got a little bit of health back there. Good. Let's see what next option we have. This unit will probably be good in terms of the extra summons and the stats. Uh, 48 plus our calculator again. And 16. So that will be enough damage to actually kill this unit. This unit creates a rabbit whenever it attacks, and then whenever that rabbit is killed while this unit is alive, it will silence the unit. Punch at the end of the turn. Force the silence, so that's good. See the random chaos unit that was taking damage. Silence that. Of course, we have no ranged units when this comes up. Once again, we're stuck with bad choices. Right for board, and some of this unit has spikes. The marking deals damage whenever this unit dies. It's bad drawing. It's really terrible. We'll summon this unit here, has the ability to kill, deal damage whenever it dies. So we're gonna lock that off. Find some sort of counter to this. So damage occurred. Nothing here. Just gonna do our summons. Get a little block. Summoning this unit gets mental shield at the end. Also will deal a little bit of damage. Units or a warlord is attacked. And get a little bit more damage. Otherwise, not great. Yeah, we have no answers. So yeah, that has been Dark Tower for today. As you can see, just a lot of a lot of unfortunate RNG coming up, whether it's, oh, okay, we didn't get a ranged unit when we needed a ranged unit, or we had our whole board wiped out, even though we had a large advantage going, or we just got matched up with very, very tough opponents. Yeah, I'm probably just going to be doing some more stuff on my own just for the rest of the day in terms of getting these last couple of wins. Already spent about 250 gems. The math, I put it, I think it's like 100 gems for 20 legendary I want to spend. Remember how many more. But yeah, that's pretty much it. So sometimes luck does play a factor, and there's things that we really can't avoid. Yeah. Anyways, if there are any comments, questions, feedbacks, or concerns, you can leave a message at the Twitch channel. You can also at the YouTube channel. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. And you can also see the past videos that are there as well. Otherwise, this has been Happy Splasher. Signing off.